So today we're talking about the first part of the golf swing, the takeaway. This is part of the video series looking at some of the common mistakes that I see amateur golfers making when they're trying to make positive changes to their technique. In this one, as I said, we're going to cover takeaway, and we're going to show you the importance of understanding how the whole body is involved in the takeaway, not just focusing on the golf club itself. Welcome once again to the Forest of Arden. This video is the third video in this series looking at common mistakes that I see golfers make when they're trying to change their golf swing. So if you haven't seen the first two videos, I will link them down below. I'll also link them in the corner here because it might be an idea for you to watch the whole series. Definitely going to give you a better idea about what to do during your practice. Now, if you're new to my channel, I would love you to be a subscriber. There is a link down below to subscribe, or if you'd rather wait to the end of the video, there's a clickable link over here which will allow you to do just that. Would also love you to get involved and let me know in the comments box what you'd like to see from my channel going forwards. We're really looking to help you play the best golf of your life. That's really going to happen if this is a two-way conversation. So let me know down in the comments box what you like about the channel, what you'd improve about the channel, and just some suggestions on content you'd like me to do going forwards. Today we're talking about the first part of the golf swing, the takeaway. Now, in many cases, the takeaway, if we change that, won't necessarily give the golfer, hugely better results on the golf course, but in certain situations, moving the golf club away from the ball differently can have big effects in the golf swing, and I've seen it certainly in my coaching. And takeaway is certainly something that golfers are often looking to change. So this video series is all really covering what do I see golfers doing wrong during practice. And unfortunately, takeaway is something I do see golfers getting wrong. So irrelevant of what you're trying to do in the takeaway, it's how we think about that in practice. So if I take my setup, let's say I'm a golfer who gets the golf club too much in behind me this way. The golf club works too much inside, and that's pretty common. We see that quite a lot. That golfer might have a very good concept of what they're trying to do. They might appreciate that they're trying to keep the club head in line with the hands, if not a little bit more outside the hands, and they work towards that with some drills. This, unfortunately, is where we start to see a few of the issues. When I see a golfer working on the takeaway, I often see this. Okay. Now you can see I've got the club head pretty much in line with my hands. The club shaft here matches the one on the floor. If we looked at that golf club and isolated that golf club, we'd say that's pretty neutral. But what you will notice is that I've got absolutely no movement in the rest of my body. So it's very, very common for me to see a golfer placing the golf club into these positions. In reality, that doesn't happen in the golf swing. In the takeaway, everything moves. The knees change flex, the hips rotate, the torso turns. We start to increase or decrease a little bit of the side bend. There's a lot of things happening. So we have to appreciate that when we're looking at moving the golf club in a different position, we cannot isolate the golf club and say the golf club needs to be here. Because yes, I can get the golf club there, but it's at the expense of some body turn. So making sure that when you're working on takeaway, you're still making this a good move away. You're still starting to rotate the body, as you can see there. So making sure that we don't isolate that, and we appreciate that when we're changing the takeaway, it has to still look like a golf swing. Yes, I can sort of place the club here, but that's not really going to give me much use around the golf course. So what I would rather you do if you're working on takeaways, absolutely set up a station where you can practice this. Maybe some alignment sticks, some reference points, whatever it may be that you need to do to get that takeaway in place, but ensure that when you rehearse it, it feels like a good move away from the golf ball. You feel I'm seeing some change in the knee flex. I'm feeling like this is a good move that I would do when I hit the golf ball. Once I've done a couple of those, I can absolutely go ahead and clip the ball away. So having a good understanding about where this thing needs to be is key. But if our only focus is on the golf club, we are definitely going to see some mistakes happening in that practice. We're going to see the arms kind of placing the golf club in position. And yes, it might look good, but relative to the body, it's actually probably far worse than it was before. So appreciating that, yes, we might be thinking about the golf club, but the whole body has to move. We have to make it look and feel like a golf swing. That's how you're going to get the most out of your practice. You are going to improve your takeaway, but you're going to actually see that on the course as giving you better results. So takeaway, such an important part of the golf swing. For many of you, get that right, you will make a better backswing and you will hit better shots. So do work on it if you feel you need to, just make sure you do it in the correct way. Thanks for watching. That's the third video in the series, 2 more to come, so make sure you stay tuned for those. We're looking at shallowing the golf club in the next one. That's one that's really important, and again, something that golfers get wrong. But thank you for watching this one. Comments box, like button, subscribe link, all those kind of things. Thanks for watching. We'll hopefully see you back here again soon.